Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. This is Diane Covington. Actually, today the weather is beautiful in Northern California. I hope wherever you are staying safe and healthy. You know, what I was finding, what was happening, I made a couple of phone calls over the last day or two to reach out to some of my consultants and even an offspring, and they seemed, one of the words that they brought up several times was being distracted. And they're like, well, I didn't get done as much as I wanted. I felt distracted by whatever. We have so much going on in our country, so much between the pandemic, weather, fires here in California. One of my consultants got evacuated last night, again, for another fire. There's just so much politically going on, just a lot going on. And it's so easy and justifiable that there's just a lot of distractions. So what I did some research yesterday, and I found a fascinating article about, productivity of entrepreneurs specific about being distracted and how we lose time. And I this was such an aha that I really, really wanted to share it with you. So I hope you have a pen and paper. Jot this down. So the article is actually called, Are You Easily Distracted and the Hours Fly By? And so it talks about turning time into productivity with 10 specific habits. And I think these were, I'm so sorry, I have something in my throat. I think these are all very applicable to just us as businesswomen. And what you will notice is that if you just think about the people you know who are successful in business, whatever their business is, and you look at them and they tend to be very careful with how they spend their time, right? So I want to share some of these qualities, and I'm hoping, here's what I want you to do, is instead of looking at these and going, well, oh my gosh, I don't do any of those, is try to implement at least one today that you haven't been doing. Maybe a couple of these you've already been practicing, but would you be willing to implement one of these tips today? And then in another day or two, work on implementing another one, just so you can be more, get better results from what you're doing. Okay, so number one is say no to distractions forever. It shares successful people use their time better because they're disciplined and they know how to set their goals. And so when you talk about, do people have low moments? Well, of course, there is time for vacations and family time, all that. But they know how to balance it and they don't let themselves have unproductive moments. So to be highly effective, you need to learn to focus and avoid things that distract you, like gadgets, noise, chatting, social media, emails. If your office is in a place where there's no door and every time the kids walk by, they say something to you, it could be constant. So just focus on things, focus and avoid things that do distract you. Surely there'll be things that you don't enjoy doing, but you know you have to get them finished. So being organized and disciplined is essential. So number two, read something new every day. Successful and creative people are constantly reading. Find mentors who teach them. Value all their information they receive. There are so many YouTube classes, and so I want to encourage you to go on YouTube, type in the search bar Diane Covington, which is spelled D-I-A-N-E. Last name is C-O-V as in Victor, I-N-G-T-O-N. And just type that in the search bar of YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I don't do a lot of stuff. These are not professionally done, but what I have done is I just went to a workshop with Katrina Harris and B. Mills Legel and Janice Rude and Crystal Trojanowski was our speaker. All these are nationals. And they taught some amazing classes. And then the classes all disappear in 30 days because of the way they were recorded. So I'm going in and re-recording, my assistant is, every single call or every single class. One of the classes is by Corinne Cressy on algorithm of Facebook. Blow your mind, amazing. She did another class on sparkle and shine with charcoal mask. But one of the classes that was the most pivoting, if you're only going to listen to one, it would be Jen Bessaker. She is a $1 million director. It was how she sold over $70,000 in the last 5 months during the pandemic. Instead of sending out packets and inviting people to her events, she wasn't having as good of a turnout. She went back and did something very, very simple. So please go on my YouTube channel. That's where I have it posted, and check it out. It's amazing. Okay, so read something new. Number three, accept your mistakes and move on. So fail as many times as you need to fail, because everybody fails from time to time. It's part of life. It's part of what we do. But when you do, don't give up or waste your time. So what separates successful people from ordinary people is the ability to get up and start over again, but with a better plan to succeed. Well, I had a goal of doing something yesterday. If you didn't do it, then say, okay, then what's my plan for today so I can have more success than yesterday? You also have to learn to accept there's no such thing as perfection. So don't waste time looking for it. Number four, get up early. The most productive and effective people usually get up early. By taking advantage of the morning, in a better way, you'll be able to finish your things on time, as well as have time to exercise, work, and be with your family and stuff. Now, this is really key for Mary Kay people. I feel number 5 is follow the 80-20 rule. So most entrepreneurs make the mistake of trying to spend their time attending to all the issues. However, it's important that you understand, just like in sales, 20% of your action will produce 80% of your results. So maybe just focusing on those 20% of your customers that could book your next 5 parties. And it's not about having 10 parties on your books by today. It's booking one more. As soon as you get that one booked, book one more and coach them, because you could get 80% of your sales just from that little 20% of your clientele or your hostesses. Okay, number 6, take care of your body. This is really important. Your body is the machine that allows you to execute and work. And like any machine, it requires maintenance. So to have good energy and good physical condition, which leads then to good mental condition, it's important that you do several things. Number 1, take care of your diet. What are you eating? Try to consume protein and lots of water. I'm not a water fan, but I love herbal tea, so I just drink tons of herbal tea, which is sort of like drinking a lot of water. Reduce processed foods. How much fast food or even things that come in boxes and tubs from the store. Just try to limit or reduce the amount of processed food you eat. Exercise at least 30 minutes a day. And literally set your alarm to beep or vibrate or do something every hour to get you to stand up and walk around. Try to sleep well. Try to go to bed and get at least 7 hours of sleep. Okay, so those are all things you guys have complete control. Number 7, you're going to love this. It is called learn to delegate. So this is especially difficult for entrepreneurs who treat their businesses like their baby. They have to understand they can't do everything by themselves. They need to trust other people to help them get stuff done. So a really effective person knows how to surround themselves with talented people and fulfill that. Perfect example is putting together packs. Do I need to put together the packets that mail out? No. Will I include a little personal note depending on the person? Yes. So I would have an assistant grab 10 envelopes, and I'll have her make 10 just for dry to normal skin, so they all get the same charcoal mask sample. They all get the same gel mask. They all get a strip of skincare. And then she puts CO for combo to oily or DN for dry to normal on the outside of the envelope, so I know which one to grab. And then in there is my closing sheet and a lookbook. So if they're pre-made, do I need to make those? No. Could I have a organized teenager come in and offer her a free lip gloss for an hour worth of office work? Absolutely. If you make a prototype and you say, here's the stuff, make 20, she can make 20 or he can make 20. So definitely delegate. Number 8, do not accumulate pending stuff. Now, this is one that I'm not good at, but I'm working on this today. Having your schedule full or your desk covered in Post-its with a sign that it just shows that you're not getting things done, okay? There's things that are almost done. So it's important that you define priorities, like try to accomplish certain tasks in the moment. This will avoid mental worries that only distract you. So I walked in this morning on my desk and I see 7 little yellow tickets. These are women that are my customers that were on a watch party last Wednesday and last Friday. And these are the 7 that I still haven't been able to catch. We've been texting back and forth. They've left me a message. I've left them a message, but I haven't actually talked to them. So these cards or these little tickets, they're still on my desk. I need to make sure that today those are all off my desk. So whatever message I need to leave with them to say, hey, I really need to connect with you today, whatever, and get all 7 of those tickets off my desk so they're not a distraction. Number 9, identify when to walk away. You know, while highly effective people excel at working quickly and attentively, it's also important to know when to take a break and briefly walk away from your work. This is going to allow you to regain focus, refresh your mind, and avoid creativity and productivity. So I'm now actually scheduling a lunch hour. Sometimes I don't take a whole hour, but I take usually like 45 minutes. Almost always I will leave my house. I either get in my car, you'll laugh, but I like maybe pack a snack or pack a lunch or make a sandwich or something. And then I get in my car and I drive about 2.5 miles away to this beautiful park where they have the most gorgeous rose garden, which the roses are blooming a good portion of the year here in California. And I'll literally just park my car on the slope of the hill and look out over that, and I'll open my sunroof or turn on some music. Sometimes I'll take a motivational book to read. I'll take something that'll distract me, and then I'll drive back home. So it just allows me, now that I'm not out as much due to the pandemic, California's pretty shut down. And number 10, define your goals. Effective people have well-established goals in the short, medium, and long term. Even on a daily basis, every day set new goals that challenge you and keep you motivated. So, for example, for today, you could propose to make 10 calls to new clients and 5 to current clients. So 10 that are potential, somebody that could book a party, and 5 to your current clients. Don't forget, your current clients, in my opinion, make the best hostesses because They already love you. They love the product. And who doesn't want stuff at half for free? So just food for thought. So the idea is that you make it your goal to be more effective every day. So those are my 10 tips. I hope you got something from this. I hope you will just at least implement some of these, taking care of your body. 80-20 rule, I think, is really key in our business. Reading something, getting up a little early. I think if you just posted these one-liners and every day say, this is going to be how I work. For your goals, the one tip I want to just leave you with is have a January 31st goal. When you crawl in bed at night on January 31st, what do you want to have already accomplished? Do you want to go, wow, I'm an elite team leader. Like, how cool is that? Oh, my gosh, I got my first team member. Or, oh, my gosh, I had my first $1,000 retail month. Or my first $3,000 retail month, or I got a gold medal, or whatever it is. Don't compare yourself to others, but have a win. Then look at where do you want to be by March 15th, because March 15th is the end of the Star Consultant quarter. So come March 15th, where do you want to be? Team members, with sales, with orders, a career path, like how many people on your team, what kind of team production do you want to have in by the 15th of March? And then slightly longer term goal would be June 30th. Where do you want to be by the end of the Mary Kay year? What do you want to be crossing the virtual on our stage with? If you've never done it before, here's what I will tell you guys. You all could do sales court. Because we're virtual, anybody who wanted to do sales court, it's not about driving all over God's green earth and finding people. It's getting a few of your people to bring people to you. And that's what it's really, truly all about. So please go on my YouTube channel, check out Jen Bessaker's class. And if you have any questions, private message, and I'll be happy to answer them. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day.